government would keep to that. And indeed, I must say that that has been the relationship till now, and it's been working very well.
Now, I wanted to ask, you've worked with the new administration for 2.5 years. So right now we can say you know the president very well and he knows you very well.
Correct.
Describe your relationship, officially speaking, with this current administration, with the president himself, Muhammadu Buhari.
Well, the president is the leader of the country. He has a vision, and speaking specifically about the aspect of his vision that affects what we do at Central Bank of Nigeria is about the economy. And he set his vision about what he expects of the economy. Unfortunately, he came in at a time when the economy had begun a nosedive, and we were very certain that we were going to work very, very closely to see to it that whatever needed to be done to turn the economy around, that we will do so. And indeed, since that time, the relationship has been very, very cordial. Of course, other than being a leader, he is a father of the nation, an incorruptible leader. And to that extent, he's been able to set vision that we all have been able to key into, not just the monetary authority, but also the fiscal authorities, towards seeing to the fact that we easily come out of the recession that we were. I will use the word we were, because at this time we have actually, I would say substantially, we are out of the recession, and all we can expect at this time is a positive upward trajectory in terms of the growth of the economy.
You outlined a vision. You said that in your earlier comments when you came in June 2014. What's the outline of this? Revisit that for us. Have you kept to that vision? How much of it has been done, and how much of it remains undone? Well,
like I said, we set a vision and made sure that 2 days after we resumed office, that we made the world know what kind of vision we had in mind. Like I said, we're coming from.
Did you ever know you were going to become a central bank governor?
Nobody expects those kind of things. I didn't know I was going to be CBN governor.
So while you were sitting down,
just sitting tight at a corner, yes. And indeed, you would realize that I wasn't one of those names. Mine wasn't one of those names that were in the newspapers about.
Yes, you were a dark horse. We understand that.
Correct.
But you had a vision within 2 days, which means you hit the ground running. Which means as a commercial bank chief executive officer, you have your views of the monetary policy and the environment.
Yeah, aside from the fact that as the chief executive of one of the biggest banks in the country, that I had my views, and I have always thought that it was not insurmountable, some of the challenges we were facing. But you'll also recall that between about end of February when I was appointed, and June, I had a lot of time to ruminate over the entire country, the economy, the state of the country, and what we think we should be doing. I mean, Bosin, look at a situation where we're saying today, we're saying even at that time, we're looking at a country whose population was growing at an average of 3% per annum, right? And the rate of unemployment was already high anyway. And we said, if something is not done to ensure that the economy continues on an upward trajectory, at 3% average, by 2020, Bosin, this country will be close to about 200 to 205 million people. By 2050, we will be 450 million people, the country with the third largest population in the world. Something needed to be done, and we came with a vision to say, look, that we would work in an environment where we would be seen as a people-centered central bank. A people-centered bank in the sense that we will have at the back of our mind in every decision that we take, both at management and at the monetary policy committee level, decisions that will impact positively, directly on the lives of our people. Yes, you will say, as a central bank, what you should be looking at is interest rate, inflation, exchange rate, reserves, and the rest of them. As you take decisions that impact, I use the word positively, on reserve, exchange rate stability, on inflation, are you taking decisions that will positively impact the lives of our people? Central Bank of Nigeria, like one of the developing central banks, and luckily by the contents of our act, gives us the power to engage in development finance activities. So, which is really, really appropriate for a developing economy central bank. So we said, with all decisions we will take, if you say you want exchange rate to be stable, you want to build reserve, or you want inflation to be low and not high. How do you go below that and take decisions that people will understand are those decisions that will impact on the lives of the people?
That's the first part of Godwin Emefiele's interview with the head of the Central Bank of Nigeria. When we come back after the break, we have a lot more to discuss with the Central Bank governor. Of course, he was the one blamed by many Nigerians for ruining the Naira down to 520 in January 2017. A number of Nigerians also blamed him for high interest rate environment as well as high inflation. But he has a number of answers on what happened to the state of the economy. But very important, how the cooperation between fiscal and monetary authorities helped the country to exit the 2016 recession. But now the central bank is being optimistic about 2018 with the outlook that interest rates will come down by next year. But how did Godwin Emefiele himself voted last week Tuesday at the final Monetary Policy Committee meeting for 2017? I asked him a few about those questions and the risks to the global outlook that he and other 8 members of the MPC had last Tuesday. That's where the conversation starts from next when we come back after the break. Stay with Business Morning.